Hey guys, it's Lincoln Player, and we are back with Legend of Arcadia, or Talia Arcadia. But, Jake's here, and we ended up on this.
You did click record, right?
I did.
Okay, because it still says video record start.
I'm recording. But,
Now I need to think of a voice for this character.
how do you? Are you here to help me?
The woman looks at me. Her eyes are large, hopeful. Well, what can I do? I can't turn around and walk away. Yes, you could. Nope, sorry, I'm off duty.
Don't do that!
I don't think that would cut it. If I don't step in, she'll die.
Don't worry, I'll help you.
I unsheathed my sword, the giant sword that was on my back.
Oh, thank you so much! You can thank me when I've defeated that monster. Now. Put that woman down, or you won't live very long to regret it.
She's really actually talking to a monster.
I mean,
I don't know why. It's not like the Mandragora can understand common Italian, or any kind of language for that matter. All this monster can do is shake its vines and spew pollen.
Alright then.
Oh well.
She's wearing heels.
I know she is. That was like the first thing I noticed.
In a forest.
That doesn't seem very convenient. I think it's one of the few characters that actually wears heels in like the games we've read so far.
Yeah.
I can at least say I tried to sell this diplomatically.
It's only been 2 minutes.
And another CD.
It's only been 2 minutes. I'm not stopping.
The Mandragora snakes its long, thick vines out towards me. It tries to grab a hold of my ankles. Too slow. I jump back, avoiding them, and slice the vines in two with the blade of my sword. Easy. The severed vines begin to leak sticky sap. Enraged, perhaps in pain, the Magra starts shifting. Swaying, it sends more vines after me, and I dodge them all. I just dispose of them with the slightest flick of my wrist. Slice, slice, slice. The Mandragora can't move very far. It's rooted to the ground, though its vines are long. It has limited range. I dance about the monster. It's impractically hair streaming behind me. I should really get it cut. I'd sever each and every vine. All the things she's concerned about. She's concerned about getting a haircut.
Well, you're so amazing, Lady Knight. Be quiet. You're distracting me. Oh, sorry. I guess I'll cheer you on quietly from inside my heart. Alright then.
Thoroughly crazed, half mad with pain, the giant flower monster spurts out pollen. Thick waves of the stuff. Bright yellow. I don't know what the pollen does. I don't want to sacrifice my body to find out. I jump back, out of the pollen's range, at least the worst of it. Now, how do I approach this monster? This would be easier if I was a mage. My mother always wanted me to study magic. She was a mage herself. A white mage who worked for the Central Spinal Church. That's the largest church in Talia. Fortunately, I have no magical powers. I can't even shoot sparks from my fingertips.
Well then.
Being able to conjure up fire from thin air would be a useful ability right now. But just use magic with your sword, because that's a thing.
She can't, Jake. She's not a magic user.
It'd be useful if she could. Mandragoras, being plants, are highly susceptible to fire. They burn very easily. Just like the village of Freycross. Why?
Don't bring that up.
Stop it. I'm not going to think about that. That was almost 8 years ago. It's irrelevant. And near my eyes, access the situation. The Mandragora is still covered in a veil of yellow pollen. preventing me from getting too close. I could tell in its leafy, vegetative mind, if indeed it has a mind that it thinks it's outsmarted me. The monster's vines dig even deeper into the captive woman. It's trying to squeeze her to death.
Ah!
The girl gasps. It sounds like she's suffering.
Well,
duh, she's getting crushed. She can't really struggle either.
Yeah.
I can't allow that. I won't allow that. So many different CGs, what's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe this will work. Oh, there we go. Now we've got the full thing.
There we go.
I swing my sword hard. It displaces the air, clearing out a thin path of the pollen between me and the mandragora. The mandragora shifts, its large flowery head turning in my direction. But it's already too late.
But yeah!
So anticlimactic.
I know. I didn't put any effort into it.
I rush forward, dashing through the slim opening my strike a forward and jump. The mandragora, panicking, sends a bevy of vines after me. How many vines does this thing have? But I ignore them. Focus on the flower. I bring the sword down. The blade splits right through the large open flower in the center of the mandragora. God damn it, it's doing it again. The mandragora thrashes in pain, its vines crumple in on themselves. The young woman is released. She falls through the air, and I dash forward to catch her in my arms. I hold her against my chest and carry her away while the mandragora dances itself to the death.
What a great way to die.
The woman's unconscious. The plant must have squeezed the air out of her. Fortunately, she's still breathing. When I'm good at 5 feet away from the crumpled plant, I lay the woman on the ground. I set her beneath the shade of an oak tree. The ground is covered in fallen acorns. Upon closer inspection, I realized my hasty first impressions were indeed correct. The woman is very pretty. She's young, maybe 19, 20. She has smooth skin and peach-colored hair. I examine her wrists, her ankles. There are red welts crisscrossing her skin, no doubt from the mandragora's vines. Well, they'll heal soon enough. I sheathe my sword and turn. I'm ready to walk away. When? She's awake!
Oh, lady night!
She's awake. She's like, damn it. Damn it. I actually didn't expect to actually say damn it.
Oh, Jake, you're more like this character than you thought.
Like, damn it. She's sturdier than she looks.
Are you just going to leave like that? That was the general idea, yes. Well, at least she's honest. But I haven't even had a chance to apologize. For what? For getting attacked by that plant? It was my fault, really. I'm usually so careful. I know this forest like the back of my hand. I've never... Nala's giving me the dirtiest look right now.
She's like, hey.
Shut up.
At me, fool.
No, she's like, hey. Shut up, I'm trying to sleep. I know this forest like the back of my hand. I've never been caught by a mandragora before. It was the first time for everything. Yeah. I suppose, but oh, this is really embarrassing. And I should have let you die.
She is flushing so hard.
Of course not. I was really happy when you came to save me. It was like something from a fairy story. I simply did what any concerned onlooker would do. We both know that's not true. Not many people would have had the guts to face on a monster like that. People can surprise you. You certainly surprised me. I'm so happy. I want to repay you somehow. Bye.
The woman gets to her feet, but her ankles are weak, and she stumbles. Maybe she shouldn't be wearing heels in the forest. It's a good thing I'm there to catch her, or she'd been making a sudden appointment with the ground right now.
It seems like you saved me yet again. You should be more careful. Yes, I will, I promise.
This would literally be me if I was just in her position and just be like, come on.
I feel like this would be your face.
Yep. I have little faith in the promises of people from Talia.
Well, if that's all, I'll be on my way. Oh, wait! Please wait! Yes? What is it now? You can't just walk away like that! Why? Watch me. Well, you saved me, I need to thank you! I don't need any thanks. But you were so strong and brave, just like a real warrior. A real warrior, huh?
She pauses, and then...
Oh my!
Oh no.
I know you! You're the Lady Warrior Arcadia, isn't that right? I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
No.
No, it's really you! I'd recognize you anywhere! My older sister is a big fan. She has a wooden carving of you she bought 3 months worth. She bought with 3 months worth of her pocket money from the traveling market of Melora, whatever. Then she was ripped off. A likeness on my face would hardly be worth that much money. Ah, see, I knew it. You really are Arcadia.
Damn.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, miss. You don't need to call me miss. My name's... Silly?
I don't know.
Let's just go with that. I'm very glad to meet you, oh great what? Arcadia is fine. Oh, but this is incredible!
She's so excited she's practically jumping.
I have a question. What is she wearing?
I don't know, actually.
I simply have to go home and tell my sister. Well, will be overjoyed. Well, don't let me keep you. What do you mean? You're coming too, of course.
Of course.
Again, Jake, I feel like this would be your face in that situation.
Yep. I'm assuming this girl's a mage because of her outfit.
I mean, she's kind of dressed like a ridiculous mage.
I mean, that and the symbols on her thing kind of give it away.
Yeah, and she still looks ridiculous. Anyway.
She makes it sound like it's something ordered by ordained by the stars. Something that can't be altered by any man. Not even the great Arcadia herself.
Must I come with you? You must! Everybody in my village would love to meet you! I don't think that's a very good idea.
But Cecilia isn't listening. I get the vague feeling listening isn't one of her strong suits.
You must! My sister, yes, and my mother, and my grandmother! The village chief will want to see you. All the young children, men and women. We all heard your legends, and we want to see you in the flesh. It will be like a dream come true. Some dreams are better left unrealized. Nonsense! You know, this has been hard in my village lately. It hasn't rained nearly enough, and it's been so hot and dry this summer. Wow, great speech, Jana.
I've noticed that this warrior girl is kind of a killjoy.
Well, no, I have no justification.
You know it's true, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I have no justification.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't enough water around, and we're starting to lose hope. But if you are there, Arcadia, then everybody will be happy. It'll prove that life can be good and great, and maybe even my sister will get better. She's sick? Yes, she's been very sick for a very long time. The only thing that makes her happy is hearing one kind of you. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, she's blushing.
Now she feels bad.
Hey, she's blushing. Her cheeks
That's real. Kind of a killjoy like this just kind of feels bad when they're like, oh shit, I kind of realize I'm being an asshole.
Yeah.
I turn to one side, suddenly awkward. You'd think I'd be getting You'd think I'd be used to being an idol after spending so much of my life in the spotlight, but apparently not. I just want a quiet life, really. Maybe with a cat or two.
Me.
Well, technically you have 3.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this nonsense. You look
Only
20.
in your 20s.
Why am I letting this girl get to me anyway? Everyone in Talia has one sob story or two, but when I look into Cecily's eyes, I feel myself getting swayed, regardless. What a pain.
Something tells me she's the tsundere.
Well, a main character tsundere? What?
The player character is a tsundere. That's her repeat. What was that in the forest? I forgot. Cecilia,
What?
actually. I wasn't.
It looks like Celesta.
I don't care. I was looking for some mugboard in a lady's purse to make a painkiller. Lady's purse?
I'm assuming it's some kind of flower.
Yeah. That's the only way she can go through each day now, but I was so worried I must have forgotten myself. I walked right into that magic core instead. Yeah, if I die, I don't know what would happen to Celia. You would have mother and grandmother, yes, but she needs me. She loves me. We're sisters.
Celia takes hold of both my hands and smiles.
You did very great today. You did a very great thing today, Arcadia. You didn't just save me. You saved my whole family. I can't thank you properly, and I don't think I have anything to give you, but if we went back to Fairside, you would be compensated. I don't do this to make money.
But her voice lacks conviction. There's no conviction left. Cecilia has drained it all from me. She's a skinny woman, but her face is awfully determined. Her eyes are narrowed, her brow is furrowed, and she has giant tits. She forgot that part. She's earnest and means well, but she's also stubborn and self-assured, and absolutely will not take no for an answer. She is also rather attractive, which doesn't hurt. Her fingers, laced with mine, are very soft and warm.
Miss Arcadia, please, for me.
I swallow. I want to turn my head, but I can't. She's exactly the kind of person I'm weak against. Forget Mandragoras. It's girls like Cecilia who will be the end of me. I would just be like, I can't believe she somehow convinced me to do this. The two of us walk through the little oak forest together. Leaves and twigs crunch beneath our feet. Light filters down through the leaves in the trees up above, but most of Cecilia's face is obscured in shadow. The forest is overgrown. The path is ill maintained. Perhaps they haven't been tended to in centuries. Not many people venture into the little oak forest, not if they know what's good for them. People never know what's good for them. I keep on my guard, turning my head this way and that. My fingers tremble. An alien, unfamiliar noise brings my head against the hilt of my sword. But
Oh.
It's only a squirrel.
What are you giggling about? I didn't realize great warriors like yourself were afraid of squirrels. Her face!
Your face!
I am not afraid of squirrels. I'm afraid we might run into more monsters. You can never be too careful. But you're a warrior. I bet you'll be able to take care of anything with one slash of your sword. BAM!
Cecilia punches the air in further demonstration. I roll my eyes.
Swords don't go bam. Whoosh! Suppose that's better. But that isn't the point. I'm not worried about myself, I'm worried about you. What do you mean? If you're with me, you're under my protection. I need to keep you safe. That's why I have to be careful.
She's on duty even though she's supposed to be off duty.
Don't worry, Arcadia. I live in these woods. I've been playing here ever since I was a little girl. I can look after myself. Well, you still got to know my mad dragon. That was a one-off. Be more careful next time, I promise. Ah!
Shirley shrieks in alarm. She pitches forward. She tripped, didn't she?
Alright.
I reach out, catching her before she falls, almost inelegantly to the forest floor. She giggles awkwardly.
I my trip to a tree root. I could tell. I guess that was a
That would be my response. That'd be my response. I could tell.
I'm like, Jake, I changed over a tree root. I know.
You really are clumsy.
Jake, that's me.
I know, I just wanted to say it. Well, she is. Plus the fact she's wearing heels in a forest.
Yeah, that's not exactly smart. You really are clumsy. Can't take my eyes off you for a second. I would have been fine without you, really. It's not a big deal. Then I won't catch you next time you fall. Boo!
Cecilia put out her cheeks.
You're mean! I know.
Again, my answer. I feel like Arcadia's pretty much just me, but a bit more cruel, I guess.
Well, I was gonna say desensitized because she's been at this since. I did look at the game on Steam, and basically she started as a knight when she was 14, and it's been pretty much a decade, and she's pretty much retired now.
So she is like what, 24?
She's around that age, yeah.
Oh boy.
You're not supposed to agree with me! But it's the truth. So this village of yours. Fair side. Alright, fair side.
That's a nice unassuming name for a village.
How far away is it? It's not that far. Just go down this path. That's what you've been saying for the last half hour. Well, maybe it's a little further than I said. How much further exactly? 3 hours? 3 hours? I'd be like, fuck this. So then I turn around and walk away.
It's like, is there a faster way?
Give or take. Why were you so far away from home to begin with? Like I said, I was gathering ingredients for Celia. Mugwort and the lady's purse. Do they have mugwort and lady's purse a little closer to home? They did, but there's a drought. Most of the plants are too withered to be of any use. I had to look a little deeper. For 3 hours?
Little.
Yep. I'm nothing if not tenacious. You must love your sister a lot. I don't love her. I adore her. Nobody else in the family can gather these herbs for Celia. Mother needs to attend the family, and Grandma's way too old. I'm the only one who can help, and I'm not doing it. I'm doing all I can. I have to. You must have been walking for a long time already, in heels. Do your feet hurt? A little, but it's no big deal. I can handle this much. I didn't walk 500, no, 1,000 miles for Celia. You're pretty sentiment, but do you know how long that would actually take? Nope, no clue. I wasn't bad with mathematics. I figured. Still, Celia's been sick her whole life, barely suffering much more than I am. If she can handle being in a near constant pain for years and years, I should be able to handle a little bit of walking. It's only 3 hours. 6 if you count both ways. Yeah, 6 hours, that's nothing.
She's probably used to it by now, honestly.
I mean, she did walk this whole forest for 3 hours in heels.
True.
When you were still in the army, you must have marched much more than that every day, right?
I remember. The long march to Kadath. It took almost a week to get there. As soon as we arrived, we were thrown into a battle. We didn't have time to rest our very legs. We were dying right before we even arrived. So we somehow managed to win. People say our victory resists solely on my shoulders. The soldiers of Kadath, the few that survived, said I was like a force of nature, not a young girl at all. I must have cut down more than 100 enemy soldiers, all the while avoiding their blows and magical bullets.
Well, wait. She brought a sword to a gunfight and won.
Apparently so. And she could dodge bullets, too.
Wow, impressive.
Lois wasn't so lucky. I shake my head.
I marched for that long, yes. It's different for you. You're wearing heels. Why? Because you're wearing heels. You're not a member of the army. You're not a soldier. You're just a girl. Well, I might be just a girl, but I'm older than you were in Kadath. That's a legend, you know. A famous story. Everybody says you were only 10 years old. Do people really believe such nonsense? Not even Spaniel would send a child in the battlefield. It was preposterous. Oh, then how old were you then? 14. That isn't much better. You're still a child.
Yeah.
So, well then again, in Japanese culture, the age of consent is 13. So, if the battle at Kadath was 14 years ago. 17. Okay.
Has it really been? So she's 31 years old.
Yeah.
I bet she feels really old right now.
She doesn't look it.
She doesn't, but she probably
That's
thinks
probably why she retired.
Has it really been that long?
Right, then you're 28? No, Jake, she's 28. 31. There we go.
Yay.
Almost 32. Oh, God.
Almost 32. Silly wasn't kidding. She really is bad at mathematics.
Well, she was close.
What do they teach children nowadays?
You look pretty good for your age. You don't look much older than me. You'd think a warrior would have a few more cuts and bruises on her. I get that a lot.
Or scars at all? It's another perk of being a warrior priest. They have technicians and spinels who can do wonders with the human body. Oh yeah, she regenerates. I forgot about that. They only perform operations on those who deem to be the most worthy. I was selected as one of the lucky few. The magic embedded into my veins doesn't extend my lifespan. It simply keeps my body younger and stronger for longer, so it doesn't degrade. So I can fight more. So I can kill more. My life expectancy is about the same as in normal humans. A lot of people in Spinal are shrewd businessmen. They like to wring every last bit of use they can out of their tools. Like blood from a stone. That's what I am to them. Or was before I quit. A tool.
You don't need to worry about me, Cicely. I might be older than you, but I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. You, on the other hand, you could stand to be more careful. Hey, how do you know that I'm super careful? I'll believe it when I see it.
Me.
You're so full of it. I make a couple of tiny little mistakes.
Trip.
One of which could have gotten you killed. And you start making fun of me. You're such a bully.
I mean, I would. I'd start making fun of
you.
you.
So much you're even smiling right now.
She was. I blink, press my fingertips against my lip. I blink, press my fingertips against my lip. She's right. Celia might be a loudmouth who nearly got herself eaten by a mandragora. But even she raises a few good points every now and then. I really am smiling.
Not really.
Well, not anymore. How peculiar. I don't smile very often. There's precious little in Talia to smile about. I wonder why I'm smiling now. That would actually be me. I just smiling as I'm picking on a 19-year-old.
And we're finally here.
Celia beams and plants her hands on her hips.
Arcadia, what do you think?
Despite its name, Fairside Village isn't particularly fair, but maybe that's not that's to be expected. It is the outskirts of Little Oak Forest, after all, and there are a lot of tall, twisted trees behind the building, mostly ash and hawthorn, I think.
Hey, the plants look fine here.
Excuse me.
The plants here look fine.
I think she's talking about the trees.
The trees look fine too.
Other than that, Fairside Village doesn't look much different from the innumerable other small villages scattered across Talia. The houses have thatched roofs. There are dirt paths curving through the village, bordered by grass. The grass is studded with mushrooms and wildflowers. Freesias, maybe? Buttercups? What are those small purple flowers? I'm not very good with flowers. It's not in my area of expertise. A pig lumbers by, unattended. It drags its soft pink belly to the ground. Its curled tail twitches upon seeing me. Like a cat, its ears fold back against its skull. It's kind of cute. I would not say that.
My mom loves pigs.
There are chickens too, pecking at the ground for worms. A few children playing jump rope, but the moment they see me, they make themselves scarce. How odd. Those children come running towards me, eyes agog, squawking. Are you the great warrior Arcadia? We've heard so many stories, is what they usually say. Have these children never heard of me? Gadasa was a very long time ago. Perhaps it's before their time.
Hey, Lily? What? Is there something on my face? You look fine, Arcadia. A little gloomy, maybe. I'm always gloomy. Except when you're with me, huh? Don't talk about me like we're friends.
I sigh. This place, Fairside, is just like Freycross. Just like Amaranth.
Whatever.
These are confusing names. Just like my home. Little Haven. I grew up in Little Haven. I wasn't born there. I was born in Spinal. I spent my childhood there. The best years of my life, as I might say, but these so-called best years were mostly occupied with milking the family goat, Bessie. I didn't play with the other children very much. I was shy, if you can believe it. I always hid behind my mother's back. My parents moved back to Spinal when I was 7. My mother gave up making cheese once the war started. She wanted to become a white mage. She wanted to help our people. She wanted me to be a mage too. Fortunately, I've never been very good with magic. I look around once more. The pigs and the chickens are still there, but there are no other people. Where is everybody?
Is this a day of rest? Well, it's Gotcha Day. The others will probably be at church.
Church. Right. There's a church in every single village, no matter how small. In Talia, I think it's a law. It was passed by the High Priestess Aurora, in the de facto ruler of Talia. Queen Leda is supposed to be in charge, but she's nothing more than a figurehead. Everybody knows the church has all the power.
If you want, we can wait at my house. I'll pour you a cup of tea. I'm not a fan of tea. Seriously?
Me.
But I have all different kinds. There's roasted pumpkin and...
Please make her stop. I can only fit so much information into my head, and the catalog of all the teas across Talia is not something I need to remember.
Alright, fine. Maybe they'll come with me? Sure.
What do I have to lose? I'll do anything for me, and Cecilia will stop rabbiting in my ear.
Arcadia, thank you so much!
As Cecilia grins and rolls up her sleeve, she fixes her non-existent muscles.
I'll make you the best pumpkin tea I ever have. I never said I wanted pumpkin tea. Well, that's what you're gonna get. I think it's the most delicious tea we have. Fine.
Me. I'm not a big connoisseur of orange vegetables. My mother used to pinch my nose when I was younger, then force the carrots inside my mouth when I opened it for air.
Wow.
My mother, despite being a white mage, was quite forceful. She would have made a good warrior. I think before the mother moved to Little Haven, she was a warrior mage, but she never spoke about it. There's a lot I don't know about my family. I was too late to ask them. They're not in a fit state to answer questions. Cecilia leads me down the dirt path, practically skipping. She skirts around the stray pig, does a neat loop around the fountain, and leads me through the houses. I walk up behind her obediently. She walks and walks. The air starts to get colder. The houses thin out. There aren't as many trees around here either. I can't even see the mountains. I can even see the mountains in the distance.
Are we going the right way? Of course! I wouldn't forget the way to my own house. I'm not so sure about that. Oh, you! Her face.
Cecilia pokes me in the side.
You are funny! I wasn't joking.
I glance to my left and right, my fingers start to twitch. It's the same feeling when I get when I'm in imminent danger, when a monster is going to attack.
Are we nearly there yet, Cecily? Almost!
I sniff the air. I can smell vanilla pods, lavender, the faint embers of a leftover fire. Well, there's nothing so unusual about that. I glance at the ground and... I blink. There, sprouted by the path only a few inches away from my foot, I see it. A clump of mugwort. Didn't Cecilia go into the forest 3 hours away from home precisely so she could pick this plant? That's what she told me. She said it was to make a salve for her sister. Now I'm not sure if I believe her.
Cecily,
I was about to say, but I stopped. I closed my mouth. My teeth clink together. Cecilia is standing before me. She faces me. Her fingers are clenched in fists out her sides. Her eyes are narrowed. What's going on? We're far away from the houses now.
Arcadia.
Cecilia's voice is soft and low. It's strangely menacing.
I'm sorry, but the village chief told me to do this. It's the only way.
What's going on? I have a chance to finish. Cecilia raises her right hand and says something. She expels her voice into the air. If it isn't a shout, but it still sets my teeth on edge. I know what that means. The simple, single command. Burn.
Well, I'm going to count this as a CG.
This technically is a CG.
So yes, and mainly because it's been 40 minutes. But, Yeah, it's been 40 minutes. We will see you in the next episode.
Bye.